Nice. Hi, welcome to the unofficial Icebox podcast. I am your host, Moose Peter, also known as Big Rigs. Because I'm a trucker. And nice. I'm here with fun fact, the first time we're having both of the other members on the podcast. We have Keith Crosby.
Hello.
The one, the only, and none other than Andrew Crush, aka Gramps Naps. Grandpa Naps? Naps. Just Naps.
Naps.
I think Gramps Naps.
K-N-A-P-Z.
We gotta find a way to rhyme Gramps with Naps. Gramps Naps.
There you go.
There you go. Boom. There you go. We are here. This is the third episode of the podcast.
Third episode
of the podcast.
We made it.
Tres for Tres Leches.
Wow.
We haven't talked
How
about that.
fitting.
Yeah, we have not. Yeah, the third episode has us three.
Has us three.
I love that.
Trinity, y'all.
We're the Trinity. Not the Holy Trinity. We're just the Trinity.
Yeah. Yeah,
Milks.
exactly. That's what I was going to say.
Wow. The Milky Trinity.
Other sandwiches.
Yes. So, first of all, we made it to 3 episodes. I'm surprised. We're still uploading the first episode.
As we're talking, the first episode is being uploaded right now.
Yes. Which is awesome. Hopefully by the time this podcast ends, it'll be fully uploaded. We'll be able to just review it. I won't be going through the captions, so sorry, but I won't be doing that. But no, I'm super happy. I might do auto. The auto-generated ones are always kind of easy, but I'm here.
I wouldn't know.
With Andrew, Keeve. Super happy to have you guys on the podcast.
Glad to be back.
Glad to be back. Both of you have been once. Now it's time to be together, unified in this little podcast area. Yeah. Follow us on the YouTube channel, the Icebox Podcast.
Yeah.
Follow Keeve.Crosby
on Instagram.
On Instagram, MorganJ.yeah, I think is my Instagram handle.
I think it's Morgan_Jackson_yeah.
Okay. It's Morgan_Jackson_yeah. That's my... I'm gonna censor what I said because I know what that is referring to. That's my Snapchat.
Nice.
But I am, and Andrew, I don't know if you want people to follow your social media. He's off in the distance. Grandpa has work to do.
You can find him if you really want to.
Yeah, if you want. I mean, he'll probably, I don't know.
Social security number is
842.
That was an old joke.
Good one.
Thanks, guys.
That was a good one. We both laughed. Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, we did. That was a goodie. So...
2 shoes.
2 shoes. What? Huh?
2 chains.
2 chains.
4 bracelets.
4 bracelets. That's Johnny Depp.
Chain.
And they're all leather.
He's on there?
Yeah. We currently have on the screen the second Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I watched the first one when I got off work today.
That's Castaway.
Yeah, that's Castaway right there.
That guy.
Alone.
Tom?
That's Tom. Tom, is that you? Good old Tom.
That's the human version of Wilson.
Yes, that's right. It's like
agree.
if you took a volleyball, rolled in some Elmer's glue, and then on a barbershop floor.
No one knows what we're talking about.
No one knows what we're talking about. It's a specific frame of the movie. It's just one of the extras, and we're bullying him for no reason.
Although Keira Knightley is in the background.
You say Kiera?
Yeah, that's her name, right?
Isn't it Kira?
Kira Knightley.
Kiera?
Listen, tomato.
Yeah.
Tomato, potato,
same difference.
Avocado.
Moto taco.
Totomoto, whatever they say when they're chasing the dog down. I don't remember what they say. So, first episode, Keeve, we talked about a lot of really goofy stuff.
We did.
Andrew, off in the distance, we talked about just some serious stuff, some goofy and serious stuff. So, the first kind of prompt I have for the podcast.
I'm looking forward to this.
Wait. I think you're forgetting.
Oh, yeah, our 3 rules. Sorry, we didn't reiterate that.
Oh.
Yeah.
We have some rules on the podcast. We gotta live, we gotta laugh, and we got Gotta love.
Gotta love.
You gotta love.
Yeah.
Those are 3 rules of the podcast. That's why we're here. We should have just called it the Live, Laugh, Love podcast. And then we just get a bunch of suburban white moms to listen.
Yeah.
Oh, very enthusiastic, I see,
Yeah.
Keith.
No, I believe it.
But yeah, no, those are the 3 rules. 4th rule,
Love more.
Gretzky. 4th rule, slap shot.
Rule noun?
Yes, 4th rule, noun. Not a verb. Noun.
Loves both.
Loves both. I guess. I think. I don't know. It is? Okay. Whatever.
We can do a thing in an action.
I'm just kind of out here. So, first thing, before we get to our first thing, our first little question section, I guess, the food of tonight was pasta salad.
Mm-hmm.
Keith is currently macking that down.
I'm macking it down if you can't hear.
Yeah. If you can't hear Arthur talk like this. He's currently macking down some pasta salad. I think it's one of the more bland meals I've ever made.
It's not, it's still good though.
And that's really alleviating to hear, because, like, I was worried. I won't lie. And then tomorrow it's Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. We're going to have ground elk. We're going to have small tortillas, lime, some onion on it with a whole plethora of seasoning. Because here, we like seasoning our food.
And we like to live.
We like to laugh.
laugh.
And we love to love.
And to love.
We love to love. Yes. So, my first kind of little topic, and because we brought up Pirates of the Caribbean, I think that's a perfect segue
Nice.
into my question of
Diaper
what is
pirates.
what?
What?
What did you say? Did you say diaper pirates? What's a
Yes.
diaper pirate?
Yeah,
Andrew?
what is
A
that?
person who steals diapers.
I don't believe
Because he's
you.
going after the
I-
booty.
If your butt's in a diaper, I don't think that's okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's
Oh.
all right.
That's
Okay.
just his excuse, right?
Yeah. Whenever he goes on those rambles, it's the dementia kicking in.
And we're all just
Yeah,
like
I like the
listening.
diaper pirates. Yes, get it, 'cause like booty. Arr.
Exactly.
Where are my Werther's originals?
Back in
caramel-
day,
my
it was
caramel
Mrs.
treat.
Buttersworth. Okay.
Back in the days, huh,
That was
Grandpa?
Cancelled.
That was good.
Not okay.
Anyways, you were
Yeah,
saying?
my topic that I'm trying to get on, but he keeps on talking about diaper pirates, is movie series. Movies that have a multiple movies in their like kind of sections. A lot of people, off the top of your head,
The Matrix.
You have the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but
Right.
specifically the Avengers movies, where it's Avengers movie, like it's a
Right.
it's a linear one. Most Marvel movies do that. They have like a
Yeah.
4 movie sequence.
At least in, what do they call this?
cinematic.
I want to say it's like the Infinity Saga. Yeah,
Yes.
that's what it is.
Yeah. So it's like phase 1, phase 2,
Yeah,
and then
the MCU.
yes, the MCU, the greater scheme of things.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of good movies that follow that same thing of like, oh, here's not a trilogy. Sometimes it's not a trilogy. Sometimes it's 5 movies, 4 movies. And I just wanted to kind of ask what your guys' specific favorites are, because I feel like there's a lot of movies that don't get the credit for being consistently good films that have more than 1 or 2 movies attached with it. The first movie that comes to mind is Pirates of the Caribbean. I feel like a lot of people are like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings,
Right.
the Avengers movies, like Star Trek. Some people think of Star Trek.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think of Star Trek when I think of those movies, but
I just watched the newer ones
yeah,
a couple months ago. Yeah, good ones.
they're good.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
that's
bad.
good. That's good to hear.
The first one's the best one, obviously, but yeah.
I don't know why, obviously, but I can assume.
It's-
I haven't watched a single one of them.
Yeah.
That's my thing. But I think Pirates of the Caribbean is one of those movies where it's like, oh, they have like a bunch of iterations and they don't get the credit they deserve.
Yeah.
My opinion.
Thoughts on the newest one?
I've watched it. I thought it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Was it necessary?
No.
I didn't feel it was necessary. No.
I feel like if they did and they're gonna do another one. It's not gonna have Johnny Depp in it. It's gonna be Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley.
Really?
Which
I
brings
think so.
me to my next point. Do we really need more Fast and Furious movies at this point?
You know,
That's a good one.
as I was using the facilities earlier today. I saw.
Just say you're pooping, dude.
Okay, I was pooping.
Only real ones listen to this. Only boys listen to this podcast.
Right.
Girls can. You're one of the boys if you listen to the podcast, but you got to be a real homie, a real boy.
Yeah.
Like one of the boys.
Yeah.
To listen to the podcast. So you can say the word poop.
So yeah, I was pooping,
Good.
and I was,
Here.
on Snapchat.
Yeah, love to hear my boy's colon is working.
Exactly.
Love to hear that.
Colin Powell?
Anyways,
All right, the match is kicking in, man.
so as I was, dropping a deuce,
No, I don't know about that. I think you
Okay.
can say poop. I don't think you can say dropping a deuce.
dropping the deuces out,
Don't say anything.
out of it.
Don't say anything.
Okay.
Okay, as you were pooping.
As I was pooping, we're
still there.
We're still there. You know how like Snapchat has ads or whatever.
Yes.
The trailer for the new Fast and Furious movie came up, and me personally, I really like them, like the whole saga or whatever. I will admit that there are too many to count of cheesy
I
moments.
think there's 10 now.
Well,
This is
no,
the 10th one.
they're coming out. They're coming out with the 9th one.
Oh,
now.
it's the 9th.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. But yeah, I really like them. I watched them with one of my good friends when we were first starting to learn how to drive.
Wow.
And so
that's
was
some good driving instruction.
that was an experience
Yeah.
for sure. But yeah, I like them. They're entertaining. They're funny. But yeah, like I said, there's a handful of just cheesy moments,
Yeah.
and I'll admit that.
Yeah.
But they're still just
That's why
Fun
I think
to
that,
watch.
that's why I think that the Fast and Furious franchise will never necessarily stop.
right.
They're
Supposedly-
they're the bro type of movies where you're just
Right.
they're the sleazy action films.
Yeah.
That's why I don't think they'll ever die, because it's such a long storied history for it.
Yeah.
Hobbs and Shaw,
Yeah.
Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious, all in the same cinematic universe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd say they're necessary or not.
Right. Yeah. It's just more
They're
money.
fun. They're fun.
Money
though.
too.
They're fun though.
But they're
Yeah,
entertaining.
They're fun movies. Andrew's nodding his head.
Which brings me to my next point.
Oh,
What
good.
about the Expendables movies?
Oh. There's only 3, right?
There's 2.
No, I think
No, there's 3.
I think there is 3.
I think I've only seen one.
I think I've only seen 1 as well.
The Expendables.
Because they literally were just there is 3. They literally were just bringing 80s action heroes who haven't been in anything for 20 years and throwing them in.
Yeah. Why not?
One of them, what's his name? He was
I must break you.
no,
Yeah, he was in one of them.
but that's not who I'm thinking of. Bald.
Sylvester. Randy Couture?
No. Is he not in those? Yippee that guy.
Bruce Willis, he was.
Bruce Willis.
Oh.
I love Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis
was
is
in
tight.
them.
He's one of those ones where it's
Arnold
if Bruce Willis is in it,
Schwarzenegger,
that's dope.
Sylvester Stallone. So it's all of those guys from that era.
Ah, okay. So,
It's
Yeah.
it's my people, just the old guys. Win one for the oldies.
Right.
all right, Grandpa.
It's like if Rocky turned into an
Drink your
orange.
prune juice. Oh, that one wasn't funny. Okay, well,
I didn't.
you didn't hear what I said.
I didn't hear what you said.
He
drink
had his
your
ears
prune
off.
juice.
Okay, he turned his ears off.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, so
You're expendable.
that's rude.
Wow.
That's just kind of rude.
Coming out.
Coming out hot. So there's more movies that are kind of like that though, that don't get enough credit for being pretty long storied movies.
Right.
I said movies. I think Indiana Jones is one,
Ooh, yeah.
because not a lot of people immediately think of those, but I really like
No.
those ones.
Those are really good.
Jurassic Park. There's some other ones.
All of the Ernest movies.
We're watching an Ernest movie. Yeah.
All of the Air Bud movies.
I've watched a lot
Air
of Air Buds.
Bud.
I've watched a lot of Air Buds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those are good.
I've watched a ton of Air Buds.
Wait for it. Homeward Bound.
I watched the first one, and there's a specific like memory I have with
All
those
dogs
movies.
go to heaven.
No,
Isn't there only two
Fact
of those?
and a couple of movies.
there are a couple of movies with that one.
Yeah, there's like a Christmas one too.
Is there a Christmas All Dogs Go to Heaven?
I used to watch it every night.
All
before I went
Dogs
to
Go
sleep.
to Christmas.
Wow.
All
I
dogs.
had to watch it actually.
All
before I went
dogs
to
go
sleep.
to the North Pole.
It's like beyond the eye. Or I couldn't sleep. I had to have
Really?
it. As a blessing.
Really? Well, what? I don't know.
Tell me God's not real.
Tell me God isn't real because I couldn't sleep during all. Like I couldn't sleep without All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a few other ones.
Yeah. What I think of is the Christopher Nolan Dark Knight trilogy.
Those are such good
Those
movies.
are amazing.
The first one,
loved those.
and second and third though, I genuinely think are like cinematically beautiful.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna go take a poop break.
Moose has got to poop. Yeah.
Talk about movies.
Yeah. But yeah, I really like the
I can
Christopher
stop it
Nolan.
if you want.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Hey, sure you flush
I'm not gonna.
twice. No, I said flush twice.
No.
Oh boy. Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, I really like those movies. I thought the first one was pretty good. I really liked it just because it was such like a good beginning.
Yeah.
Sort of.
You gotta build something.
What's that called? Origin story.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Second one. Oh wow, top tier.
All
One
time.
of the best movies of the 21st century.
Whatever century it was in, it was. Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Both.
Oh yeah,
Whatever century you want to claim it as.
yeah.
Yeah, Heath Ledger.
Oh,
I think I would say
legend.
is the best Joker there's ever been.
Yeah, I think that
you would
is
say that.
a valid.
Yeah.
Valid
I-
claim.
I'm a big Jared Leto fan.
Hmm.
I haven't watched the newest Justice League movie or series, whatever, that just recently came out that he is in. But
The
wasn't-
Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
You have not seen that?
No.
Oh,
No, like the
wow.
newest one that's like 4 hours long.
No, you're talking about the Snyder cut of
Yes.
the Justice League.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said, Justice League. Yeah.
I thought I don't think he's in that though.
Yeah, he is.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. He's like on the cover of it.
Really?
Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay.
I did
Because
not know that.
I'm a big Jared Leto guy. He's
Yeah,
kind of
no.
a hype guy, but
He is
in
pretty
the
cool.
original, like the Suicide Squad, wasn't the biggest. I wasn't very thrilled with it.
I thought he was all right.
Yeah,
Like
there
he-
wasn't a lot of, I guess, camera moments for him.
Yeah, he did. I think he did the best he could, though, for sure. Yeah. Moose is talking to himself in the bathroom.
Yeah, you gotta keep yourself company. I mean, that's good. Yeah, I mean, that's a great photo.
Oh wow.
Dang. Yeah,
Yeah.
but we'll have to sit down and watch that and maybe talk about it afterwards. And then the third movie where they introduced Bane,
Oh yeah.
like
Yeah. That was
that.
insane. I remember because I saw it in theaters like the first like weekend it came out. Oh man, that was insane. We like saw it in IMAX too.
Oh, IMAX.
Freaking mind blowing.
I'll never forget like reading about how Tom Hardy had to just get ripped out of his mind
Yeah,
in order to get that big.
literally.
And just like looking at like the before and after and like that's the same guy.
Yeah,
Like I don't know how,
yeah.
but which brings me to my next point. Tom Hardy.
Tom freaking Hardy.
Great actor.
Great actor.
Lawless.
Lawless.
One of my favorite movies.
I just saw that like a few months ago. That one's really good.
Shia LaBeouf's in it.
Yeah.
Love that guy too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
He is. I think he's an underrated actor.
Oh yeah, most
Since
definitely.
He's like.
I was like, yeah, on a Shia LaBeouf kick for a little bit,
Yeah.
watching like a lot of his movies.
Man, and I gotta take back one of my. Heath Ledger was a great Joker.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy a little Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Fun fact, didn't see that movie, and still have not.
All right. Well, after this is over, Keith, we're gonna have to see if that's in there. Because yes, I don't know why I forgot about that movie, but he took that role very seriously.
I
And
hear he did.
It was great,
Yeah.
terrifyingly great, in
Yeah.
my opinion. But
Interesting.
yeah, I don't think there'll ever be another Bane like Tom Hardy though.
Yeah. If there is, it has to be like someone like Dave Bautista or like some former UFC or
Brock
W-
Lesnar.
yeah, yeah.
Just bald Brock Lesnar.
Bald Brock
AKA
Lesnar.
Bill Goldberg.
Yeah. yeah.
I'm pretty sure, speaking of Bill Goldberg, he was in one of the Expendables movies that I was just talking about.
Nice.
Pretty sure he was.
Nice.
And I think Stone Cold Steve Austin was too.
Yeah, I think he was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was.
Yeah.
That's good,
But
though.
yeah.
I mean, your career never really ends, because
Yeah.
you just
You just
get a phone call one day.
get a
you're-
phone call from Sly Stallone,
Yeah.
and you're set.
You're shooting an action movie.
Couple million in the bank. You're good.
Yeah.
You see the what?
Moose is on the phone at the moment.
I'm DoorDashing
The
coffee.
Matrix movies, when I was growing up.
Who is this guy?
18, yeah? Alright, perfect.
I think I hear his car. Moose is, if you didn't hear, DoorDashing coffee.
Moose has been exposed to DoorDash down here.
And I have a serious problem. I'll flat out say that with the DoorDashing.
With DoorDashing.
With DoorDashing.
With dashing doors.
I just do not
Ding
yeah,
dong
digital.
DoorDash.
Ding dong DoorDash.
I just knock and leave like
Treats.
leftover food. Oh, treats, sure. Yeah, treats. So how'd it
Like
go?
the Easter Bunny, but with gifts of food.
Well, I mean, he does that technically. It's hard-boiled eggs and chocolate, which is a weird combo, but
You're like the Tooth Fairy
I don't leave teeth.
with treats.
Oh,
You're the
God.
Treat
Tooth Fairy doesn't leave teeth.
Yeah.
Oh, they leave money.
What
They
kind of world
collect.
did you grow up in?
I'd wake up and,
Wake up
and
and have
under
more teeth.
I'd have more teeth under my pillow, and my dad would like have like his hands wrapped up.
Were they like
He's
horse
like,
teeth?
tooth fairy. And it's like, whoa, dude.
Were they like animal teeth?
I think
Hello?
that's your coffee.
That's probably my coffee, but I can wait.
Is that mine or yours?
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
podcast. Super happy. How did it go while I was pooping?
Oh, it was good. We just talked about,
I need the gate code, please.
Bat-
I don't have one of those. Sorry, bud.
Batman trilogy, the
Yeah.
different Jokers like Jared Leto.
Jared Logo.
Hey man, I'm just trying to live
He's
my
been
life.
playing the NBA. You've heard of Logo LeBron. We've got Jared Logo on the cast. All right.
So yeah, you're talking about different.
Yeah.
So,
Joaquin.
Him, Joaquin
He hasn't seen
Phoenix.
the Joaquin
I have
Joker.
not seen.
you have not seen that Joker.
that Joker.
That
no.
is a really good movie.
Yeah.
I would genuinely say like I really like that movie. That was the sheep that we have in our living room.
Yeah,
that
we have a
step on.
sheep.
I'm trying to get a duck too, but
All right.
Yeah.
well,
Moose
let's-
wants to get
all
an
right,
eel.
All right. Let's.
Back to movies.
No. Let's talk about the duck thing.
Oh,
So
okay. All right.
let's get into it. Let's get
You're
into it while we're
Let me put my seatbelt on.
live on the podcast. Yeah, put your seatbelt on, Grandpa. You got a harness too. Okay. So
Good. He's strapped in.
you're strapped in.
Strapped up. Always strapped with the word.
So you want a duck because you won't take care of it.
That's not true.
That's
not
true.
What I said.
No, but that's what would be the case.
Why do I want a duck moose?
So you can put a little flower hat on it, a flower crown to be specific. And don't get me wrong, cute. That's cute, man. But like,
It would go viral. We could have our own duck channel.
you're right. It would go viral, but as
You
a
can take
disease, an
photos of
aviary
this
disease
duck.
that we would contract from having a.
What's
Duck
worse,
that just poops
that
everywhere.
or the coronavirus?
Why are you bringing up Rona so much?
I am just curious.
Okay,
You mentioned disease.
I did, and I'm specifically saying it because if we got a duck, I know I'd be the one that would be taking care of it, and that's not something I'm willing to sign up for because a duck is a big commitment.
Roommates are a big commitment.
They are. I cook for you. Keith cleans for you. And you dap us up.
Oh, you suck.
Um,
I'm quitting the bus.
I'm quitting I'm out of here. Turned to one side of the couch. But specifically about the duck, we wouldn't get a duck just because we would have to pay the pet fee. And unless you want to pay the pet fee, and for me to take care of it,
Do ducks fall under that?
I don't think.
No.
they would, dude. What are you talking about? They poop and pee.
So does Gretz.
But he poops and pees in a glass container.
You put a duck in a glass container.
Maybe you can.
Why not?
Because I'm pretty sure that is legal.
I don't
In
think
at
so.
least 8 states. You can't put a duck in glass. No, you can't, because isn't that, I would consider that animal cruelty. Putting a bird in a glass cage, yeah. If it was a animal that could live in a terrarium or a tank, I would assume that would be okay. Like a reptile, amphibian,
Huh.
fish. I would think that's okay, but I think shoving a bird in a glass tank would be cool. Also,
But
that
ducks,
would need to be a big one for a duck.
ducks don't fly though.
But
At
they-
least not like.
Yes, they do. They migrate.
they
Well,
fly
yeah.
together.
They
Yeah.
I
migrate,
learned
Keith.
that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but like
No,
not.
they migrate.
Yeah.
They fly a lot.
Well, not if they're like
Moose, I
Oh.
feel like you're attacking us
Here.
in this episode.
It's just that I don't want a duck. What? No, it's.
I'm impartial to the duck, for the record.
I'm against the duck
Moose is against the duck.
because I know I'd be taking care of it.
Andrew is for the duck.
If Andrew shows up with a duck one day, I wouldn't be mad.
That's not.
I would say I'm bummed, but I wouldn't say I'm mad.
Okay.
So,
Interesting.
because I can feel the tension that this duck has brought up, let's talk about.
What did you just throw?
He didn't throw anything. He just slammed his phone on his book.
Oh, okay.
The Joker, that
Joker.
specific movie. Let's Papa Yui back to that one.
Papa Yui.
That's a really good movie, and I'm surprised that you haven't seen it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know.
Didn't get around to it.
I would say it's one of the better films of this past couple of years.
Past couple of years.
Have you guys watched The Gentleman?
No.
No?
I
With
heard
Matthew
that
McConaughey?
was really good.
I seriously love that movie.
Yeah?
Me and my dad will quote it.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that me and my dad will quote, along with
Nobody knows more about cheesecake than
nobody knows more about cheesecake than me. Honestly, people, a lot of people talk to me about cheesecake. But yeah, something that we all kind of, in getting out of the movie topic, something that we all quote and talk about is Leonard Kenny.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll randomly say things even though they don't mean
Pitter
what
patter.
we need them.
Right.
Pitter patter.
get at
Pitter patter, let's get at her is something that we use constantly.
Yeah, it's
Skedaddle.
pretty straightforward.
Yeah, that one's a forward one. I'd have a dart,
I know.
which means I'd have a cigarette, but none of us smoke.
None of us smoke.
Yeah, none of us smoke.
I got a gift on at least a quarter.
We also live in an apartment complex
That
that
doesn't
doesn't
allow
allow smoking.
Correct.
So,
That's true,
yeah.
but
Whatever. We quote Leonard Kenny all the time. time.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes we'll randomly, and I'm happy to say this because I constantly do this, but I'm not the only one in the apartment that just will randomly break out an accent, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's something about that. Well, yeah, I know exactly what it is about that show that
It's funny.
It just makes my heart happy because half my family is Canadian.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh, I love this.
You're
like
you're a token Canadian, which is no. Well, that's what the word token means. I think I don't know.
Like a game token?
Welcome back. I said something weird. But you're a Canadian.
Is not gone.
This podcast has kind of been a mess.
Breathe, the last episode.
But I think
We might want to start this one over, boys.
You guys want to start it over?
No, I think we're fine.
I think we're okay.
Yeah.
You gonna eat that burger? This podcast has been a mess, though.
It
I will say
has.
that one, but that's okay.
I think it's fine.
That's okay.
That's a greasy girl.
So, all right, Letterkenny.
Yeah.
Quoted a lot. We talk about it a lot.
We
We're
haven't
almost.
watched it in a while.
Yeah, we haven't watched an episode of Letterkenny in a hot minute,
True.
but
Overdue.
it's a good one. Me and my dad. I think I told you, but I don't think I told you. My dad, when I saw him when he came up, he was like, "Dude, hey man, have you seen the show Letterkenny?" And I was like,
man.
"Dad, yes I have. We watched it at the house." And he goes, "Show was so funny, man." And for listeners who have ever met my dad or have heard me ever talk about my dad, my dad's like a kind of tough nut to crack. Like I love my dad. My dad's awesome. I constantly, talk about him to my friends. It's just like, yeah, talk about a dry dude. Like,
Shout out to Moose's dad.
yeah, shout out to my dad. Why don't point up like he's dead. but my dad proceeded for the rest of the day to just quote it. And I was like, man, it feels like I'm just right at the apartment. Because we were in like the Target checking aisle getting a Keurig, and he goes, "All right, pitter patter." And I was like, all right, this is great. I'm loving the fact that you're also getting down with some Letterkenny. But yeah, my dad is pretty dry, I think.
Yeah.
I think sometimes.
He's pretty. Yeah, he's pretty
My
good.
dad's pretty.
He's got a nice Silverado.
My dad's got a Chevy Silverado. But
That's true.
for sure.
Oh yeah.
So
Cancun.
Oh gosh.
okay. All right.
Anyways.
Do I need to bring that up on the podcast?
No.
Do I need to bring that up on the podcast, AJ?
He's embarrassed now.
Yeah, now he's embarrassed. Now he's thinking about me talking it and then posting it publicly.
I don't know if you want that. I don't know.
Oh man.
I don't know if you want my dad to beat you up.
I mean, I'm very aware I don't. Let the
sorry.
record show. I don't want that to happen.
Let the record show, I don't want Moose's dad to beat me up. But we talked about movies, we talked about Letterkenny, we talked about me pooping, which...
And we talked about both of you guys.
And me pooping.
Yeah, we've talked about... And do
How-
you have any good poop stories?
Yeah. How are your poops?
Not lately.
That's
It'll
not...
probably be a good one after I drink this coffee, though.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
A coffee poop?
Coffee poop.
Yeah. This is going to be a podcast. I mean... DoorDash has torn me up, but having
Yeah.
like...
Jay and the B will probably help too.
Yeah, Jack in the Box always helps with the poops. So another thing I want to talk about.
Uh-oh.
Anyone who's ever talked to me, had a conversation with me, knows that I'm a really big fan of pro wrestling.
Yep.
I'm a huge fan of pro wrestling, and I wanted to just kind of talk to you guys about it because you both have watched wrestling with me, and I genuinely enjoy it. I could talk about wrestling for hours. I can also talk about a lot of other things for hours, D&D, cooking, stuff like that. But specifically with wrestling, Keeve, I know you don't like it as much from what I've seen. You will put on wrestling, you're like, oh, I think I'm going to go. Andrew, however, we watch wrestling almost weekly. we'll have like a session. We'll watch a pay-per-view and then watch some Letterkenny. That's what we've been doing lately.
Yep.
So we watched WrestleMania. We had a little bit of a watch party, me and Andrew, and then the first night of WrestleMania you watched with us.
I joined you for that.
We watched the second night. It's a little watch party, and then we watched the replay of night.
I was gonna ask how the second night was because Logan Paul was in it, right?
Yes, Logan Paul was in it. Shout out to Logan Paul because he took that stunner like really well.
Yeah?
Yeah, he got a stunner, not from Stone Cold himself. From a guy named Kevin Owens. Great like family guy. Like he's awesome.
Nice.
Solid name.
What?
Solid name. Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens, yeah.
Which is a good name.
His actual last name I'm pretty sure is Steen. That's what he wrestled on the Indies with, so I don't know. But yeah, I wanted to know your guys' opinions kind of about wrestling. I know, Andrew, you have a connection because you like laughing at it and just going like, whoa! Like, watching wrestling with you really does bring up like my love of wrestling more. If you're not sleeping during it, but like specifically,
right, of course.
Specifically when you do watch wrestling with me, I'm like it really does mean a lot because it's like, oh, he's into it. Like he's getting into it, not necessarily because he likes it, but because he wants to enjoy something with me. In King of the Little Wrestling you've watched, I mean, you've just laughed and been like, what? I think that's funny too. So, what's your guys' opinion on wrestling? Huh?
You know, I didn't watch obviously like a lot of it growing up. I think just generalized of like what I heard about it, it was just like, oh, it's all just like acting or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like watching it like with you and like actually seeing some of it,
Some of the bumps and stuff.
like some of it is like legit like
Yeah.
wrestling moves, and it's like pretty insane some of the stuff that they do.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's like it's entertaining for sure. I like that aspect of it.
Sports entertainment. That's what
Yeah.
they call it instead of wrestling.
Yeah.
So,
World Wrestling.
Yeah.
World Wrestling
But,
Entertainment.
In the aspect of wrestling, one of my family's favorite movies that we watched was Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre. Yes.
So-
Andrew quotes that a lot.
That
Did
was
you tell them they were Dolores?
that was a big.
Yes. Can we ever like?
This is gonna be
once
the
in a while,
movie.
like,
Yeah.
have like a salad?
Can't we ever have just like a salad?
It's a mine. It's what you
No, Chacho, I would never leave you. Just need to borrow some sweats.
I believe in science.
Science. So
Ramses number one. He does not
do you know the guy?
party.
You know Ramses. That's the golden wrestling.
Golden Goose.
Yeah, the golden mask guy.
Yeah.
He passed away.
Really?
Yeah. I don't remember when, but I'm pretty sure he was a professional wrestler. Which I thought was kind of crazy. I didn't know
Now
he was
I
a
can
real
do the point
professional.
out.
Yes, now you can do the point out. That is a good point out.
Shout out to Ramses.
Shout out to Ramses.
He does not dance at the party.
Does not dance at the party. Yeah. I think a lot of wrestling movies, well, some of them, not movies with wrestlers in it, but movies about pro wrestling, like Peanut Butter Falcon. You guys watch that movie?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Such a wholesome movie.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
You've never seen Peanut Butter Falcon? It's Shia
It's a
LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf movie.
Yeah, it's Shia
It's
LaBeouf
so
and a special
good.
needs
I've
actor.
heard about this movie.
Yeah, it's really
It's
good.
super good. It has Jake the Snake Roberts
David
and Mick
Arquette.
Foley in it. Yeah, and then David Arquette's movie. Isn't that, what is that one called?
I couldn't tell you. It came out a long time ago.
Yeah. That's also a movie.
But I
that's
think
good.
he actually did wrestle for a little bit.
He
David
wrestled in
Arquette.
WCW and actually had the WCW championship.
Yeah, he went. Yeah, took that and then took it to the dome. Straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Ramses from Nacho Libre, correct? He died. Apparently, died after collapsing in the ring in front of fans during a bout in London.
What was his ring name? I don't think it was
Silver King.
Yeah, Silver King. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember they had a pretty big.
Wow.
I heard a lot on Twitter about Silver King.
That's insane.
With me, there's like some of the older wrestlers that I didn't follow with. Like, I don't know how old Silver King was specifically in the ring. But like, I think, geez, the oldest luchador. Oh man, I'm trying to think because like, it even goes past Rey Mysterio. Like Phantasma, maybe. That's who immediately comes to mind. Ultimo Dragon. Ultimo Dragon is like a 90s guy. He was a great wrestler. But yeah, pro wrestling, one of my favorite loves. We have a pro wrestling belt called the MWF Championship, which stands for Milk Wrestling Federation, which kind of segues into our nickname that we came up for ourselves. I want to say the first day that we spent with each other at camp, right?
I believe
yeah.
it was when we got assembled as a team.
Yeah.
Because they were like, we're going to split you guys in threes, and then we're
Right.
going to separate, and then we're going to put those groups with
Okay.
others.
Yeah.
So we were Tres Leches.
Yeah. I forgot that's how that
Yeah.
happened. Yeah.
Matt and Monica split us up.
Just
Yeah.
team building exercises.
Yeah, the team building, and then Team B, which was, I don't remember what
Yeah.
it was. I genuinely don't. And then Team A, which was the other team that was like,
Yeah.
they were the ones that set up the sanctuary. We had to go to the cargo thing.
Right. The
bin or
container.
The
Container.
container.
Yeah.
Which
It
was a
goes
nightmare.
down at the container.
I lost my hydro flask at the container.
You
That
Yeah.
bummed me
lose
out
a
so
lot
bad.
of pride at the container as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It
A
was.
lot of sweat particles.
We had
at the
to get a.
container.
We had to get a.
Lots of love lost at the container.
Anyways, all in all, the container is not where you want to be.
Not the place to be. The
But
container.
Yeah.
somehow you always end up at
Oh,
the
somehow-
container.
you always been in the
You
container.
always gotta go to the container.
Always gotta go to the container.
At least once.
For sure. For sure. And even if it is like a metaphorical container.
Right.
If you've always been at the container.
Yeah.
Like,
It's real.
yeah, it's really real.
It's really real.
Yeah. Shout out to
But
the container.
shout out to the container. Point at the sky. Rest in peace.
Finger guns.
Um,
And they said,
so when we talked about first moving and we talked about getting a bunch of milk themed decorations,
Yep.
we thought about getting a Canadian and Texas flag.
you and Keith did.
No, you were there for that one.
Yeah, it was on our Zoom call.
That was a Zoom call.
Yeah.
We're talking about getting a milk barrel. We're talking about doing all this other
Having
crazy
like
stuff.
a milk bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Uh-huh.
what inspired me to, because at the moment, I have chocolate almond milk and just extra creamy oat milk.
Yes.
Yeah. I mainly use, sometimes I'll just drink a glass of the chocolate almond milk.
The man of many
You-
milks.
Yeah.
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 Crosby.
Yeah.
You have chocolate milk almost every night.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Which is like a ritual that I just recently noticed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
been more recent where it's been like consistent. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Now you're
usually
in your own house. Now I can drink chocolate milk whenever I please.
yeah, but yeah, I just, like it. Sometimes add it into my chocolate or no, not chocolate, coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Chocolate and chocolate.
We
Yeah.
have not. Did you use the Keurig?
No, not yet.
We gotta use the Keurig.
I got some water we can pour in it.
I also have water we can pour in it.
Really?
I
Yeah.
think there's water that we can pour in it in the fridge.
All right. I don't know how to add on for that.
Water.
So Tres Leches, us three.
Oh,
I've done the joke multiple times of like, okay, what kind of milk would we be? What kind of like? It's weird. It's one of
Right.
those weird ones that
Yeah.
I
Ah.
constantly try to get to land, but
Yeah.
I feel like that reminds me of like those quizzes you took when you were growing up.
yeah,
Facebook.
those personality.
Yeah.
Like, what milk are you?
I definitely
What
took a few of those.
what Power Ranger
Yeah.
are you?
Yeah,
What
Yeah.
Marvel Universe character are you?
Yeah.
And I get Hawkeye.
I always got like So I always, it's not surprising. I always got the big and dumb ones. So
Hulk.
like the Guardians of the Galaxy, I got Groot. Like,
Oh, okay.
which
We just
Groot
watched
is
that
great.
last night.
we watched the first Guardians of the Galaxy
Both.
and the second one. And what did you say? You said we were like Peter and Yondu.
Yeah.
And I said we're more like Rocket and Groot.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But part of me thinks I'm Rocket and you're Groot. But like it makes more sense
Yeah.
that I would be Groot, but like part of me just thinks because of like my
Right.
demeanor.
I
Right.
would be small Groot. Like
Yeah.
young Groot.
Yeah.
You'd be young Groot, I'd be
Well,
big Groot.
maybe like teenage Groot.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Damn, Groot.
Whoa!
Whoa! How'd you learn that language? I didn't raise you to speak like that. But
Which makes Kiev Drax.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
be
don't get
Drax.
me started on Drax. Out of all of the Guardians of the Galaxy, he's my favorite one.
Yeah.
His humor,
which we could go back to wrestling. That's Dave Bautista.
So great.
Great wrestler.
true.
Yeah. But no, he's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
You're so ugly. It makes me want to vomit. What? But that's a good thing.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
standing-
what I think
I'm
about you.
standing so still.
Nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too bad.
I would catch it.
No.
I'll do you one better.
Yeah, man.
Why is Gamora?
We were talking about how there was wrestlers when you were in there doing your business moves. We were talking about wrestlers in the Expendables movies
Oh yeah.
because I'm pretty sure Goldberg was in one of them and Stone
What
Cold was
a
in.
washed up dude.
So just
I hate
wrestlers that have gone actors, Fast and Furious
Yeah.
with
Dwayne.
The Rock.
Yeah, Dwayne and Cena.
Yeah.
It was Cena's debut.
No,
Cena in this
Not
newest
the
one. Yeah.
I think some wrestlers can
Ronda
make
Rousey
it.
as well. Sorry.
Rousey.
Yeah. Rousey, Rock, and John are the only three that I can specifically say
Yeah.
are good wrestling actors.
It's hard to see John Cena in a movie though.
It is. It's like it's tough to like.
I
name
still
one
haven't.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen
That's
that.
like actually good.
It's
Yeah, you
no.
can't see him. Like
Right.
It's hard to
Keeve,
see him.
Keeve,
Right.
Keeve. You can't see the guy. Period. What?
yeah,
Right.
like how do you watch the movie?
Yeah. How do you watch
Yeah.
a movie with John Cena if he's never in it? I hate that that's still a joke.
I
hate-
love it.
I love the jokes, but like that joke has been going for like 12 years. like that's kind of nuts, right?
Yeah.
You can't see me.
Yeah. I think I told you about the meme where it's like, if you ever feel pointless or whatever or useless, look at this picture of John Cena wearing camo.
Yes, you have showed me that meme.
Fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw one the other day, and it was just
It's
him
like a
driving
double
Jeep.
negative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
What's the positive there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't see the guy. Twice.
I saw a meme, and it was just him in a Jeep, and it was like, "Oh, this Jeep's
Who-
self-drivable."
Who's driving
Yeah,
this Jeep?
And I was like, I am so mad.
That's true. Yeah. This is the truth. Tesla, you know, with their self-driving cars, John Cena's been doing that for years.
Yeah, he's just the
You-
person.
yeah.
He's just a person.
He should be the
in car.
spokesperson for him.
You think?
Elon Musk, if you're out there listening, bud.
If Elon
just
Musk
saying.
listened to the Icebox podcast ever,
Tell me God's not real.
I would lose my marbles.
That's
No.
a good marketing idea. I don't care what you say. Self-driving cars, John Cena in the driver's seat.
Here's the thing, right?
You can't see him.
I have not
They're
seen a
driving
Tesla
themselves.
commercial.
Really?
That's a fair point.
They're mainly like on the interwebs more than like actual television.
Right.
Like,
Marketing
Even
is,
on the-
marketing has just become so much.
well,
different now.
I've never
Yeah.
seen them like period. Like I've never seen a Tesla commercial. So if Tesla marketed anything on like stuff like this, like,
Cybertruck.
they would do that would be a good marketing move because I've never seen them marketing.
If
But
I
they're
had
also Teslas, and everyone knows what a
self-driving
Tesla is.
Yeah.
car,
They don't need to market.
I'd put
That's
John
it.
Cena in the driver's seat for sure.
I wouldn't. I'd put him in the passenger seat because I'd want to talk to the guy.
Well, you can't see him.
It's that I know he's there. It's like the Holy Spirit. It's like the Holy Spirit.
Exactly.
You can't see him,
You can feel him.
but you can feel him. Okay, so you are a gremlin, bro. For those of you listening, Andrew is just sitting crisscross applesauce on the couch.
Lost in the sauce. as
Just
they
lost in
say.
the sauce. He is fiddling with something. He is staring at me
Fiddling
wide-eyed.
and diddling, my friends.
So Keith,
Not
Yes, Moose.
diddling, my friends. But
Dude, shut
diddling.
up! Oh my gosh! You
I just had to clarify.
I
that.
know, but no,
Folks
you
at
didn't.
home.
You didn't need to clarify though. We were past that point.
Which leads me to my next point.
What's your next point?
Global warming.
Global warming.
Daylight savings time is a joke.
Why?
We don't deal with that here in Arizona.
Yeah, what?
So that's
Okay.
great.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't deal with it in Arizona. That is
Yeah.
true.
Does
Yeah.
not affect us.
It does not affect
Because
us.
we have too much sun.
Too much sun.
It's actually.
I don't
Yeah.
remember. I think there was like I don't know because I think humidity definitely plays a factor in like heat per se.
Yeah.
Because like 80 in Oklahoma feels like 110 out here
Mhm.
because of the humidity.
Yeah.
It's a wet hot out there.
Wet hot.
Yeah.
It's like
I
you go outside, you took a shower, then you go outside, and you're like, I just took another shower.
I'm drenched in my
Yeah.
own sweat.
Just moist outside.
Yeah.
When I was
Yeah.
moist inside in my shower. Like, how is this happening?
Yeah. Dude. So one time when I was in Oklahoma, when I was working on electrical, I passed out in a trailer because of the heat.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
I had
You
my
were
hand.
trailer trash.
I was trailer trashed, as I would
wow.
say.
Nice. That's
I got.
good one.
It was bad, and then I got woken up. They finished like doing some wiring for lighting in a pool, and they were like, "Hey, you good?" And I was like, "No, like obviously I'm not good right now." So they drove me home, and I got to like just chill out for the rest of the day. But dude, like I just passed
Dang.
out.
Did they dump water on you to wake you up?
No, they just shook me.
Kick you? Oh.
That's
All
my
night
Charlie.
long?
That's Charlie Dan for you. That's
They
my.
shake you all night
All right,
like the
dude.
song.
You
long.
are.
By ACDC.
Dude, stop. You are on a roll right now. We gotta put a block in front of you because that roll's going a little too hard. You,
What kind of roll?
not the good kind.
Crescent roll?
Butter roll,
Maybe a spring roll,
Spring roll.
egg roll.
egg roll.
What do you mean no? It's an egg roll.
Swiss roll.
Swiss roll.
Swiss roll.
Swiss roll cakes.
Swiss roll.
Cinnamon roll.
Oh.
Oh. I
Oatmeal
hate us.
cream
I hate us so much.
Oatmeal cream pies.
Oh, that's not a roll.
That's not a roll.
That's not a roll.
Rolled.
I mean, you could, but
But then you would say you could do that with everything.
Could you though?
could you though?
Yeah,
You
you can.
can't roll up potato chips.
You can.
Can't.
Sometimes you open the bag, there's the ones that are rolled up.
Well, yeah, but you can't like physically roll
But
it.
they are rolled potato chips.
Yeah, but you can't roll
You
it.
can't do the rolling
Yeah,
yourself.
Okay.
as in comparison to where you could roll an oatmeal cream pie.
That's true. Yeah. There's only one way to
Okay.
solve it. We go buy oatmeal cream pies and we roll it.
All right,
And we
next
go
episode of the
buy-
podcast, we're going to go buy some oatmeal cream pies and roll them
Swiss
live
rolls.
on the podcast.
And cinnamon rolls.
And cinnamon
And
rolls.
all of the rolls.
Yeah.
Let's just find everything.
Next
with
podcast
rolls.
is yeah.
And we'll call it.
Including my fact.
And we'll call it. We'll call it the Rolls Podcast.
In a Rolls Royce.
Ooh.
I don't have.
I don't have one of those.
Yeah, I don't have one of those.
I don't know if I know anyone.
Yeah, I
So-
definitely don't know
We'll
anyone
put a pin in
in
that.
general,
We'll see.
but like also anyone specifically with a Rolls Royce.
Right.
What if we could roll in a Rolls?
What does that mean?
If we rolled the cream pies in the Rolls Royce. We did
Wow.
it inside of the car.
You find me someone with a Rolls Royce, and I'll happily set the podcast up in a Rolls Royce.
We would need to film that video.
And we can do that. It just has a max like 20 minutes cap. Like, that's it.
Nice.
We should do like eating challenges.
Weren't we gonna do
Yeah,
that?
I actually have a little.
Well, you guys should.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't do
Yeah,
that.
you don't do that. You're not fun.
That's not really my brand.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so a video idea that we had
I thought it'd be great for you guys.
For
I
the-
would love to commentate
for the
host
channel.
Those,
for the
Back-
channel, we had an idea of doing an eating challenge.
Greasy
We're gonna eat
dogs.
bugs. We're gonna eat bugs.
Chocolate covered bugs or just normal bugs?
Just normal bugs. Some mealworms, crickets. I also bought a surprise bug, which is gonna be kind of crazy.
What about a freeze dried tarantula?
Yeah, we have a tarantula. One of the ones I bought was a tarantula.
Nice.
That was the special bug. And then also black scorpion. Which, yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm really excited for that. I still am just waiting to make sure I have next month rent all over, because I plan out my money, so I want to make sure I have that, and then
That's
we're
good.
good. So,
Makes sense.
Good to plan out your money.
but yeah, no, eating challenge is definitely. I want to just do silly little videos too.
Yeah.
But
Bologna roll.
yeah, let's talk about what content we want on the podcast. The roll video we'll do.
Yeah.
As soon as you find someone with the Rolls Royce, I'm serious. You gotta.
Then,
No. Cap it. Don't talk about it.
One
Don't.
more idea.
Okay, you can drop this one more, but then you can't talk anymore because the fact is that we need to get past the point.
Limp Biscuit rolling. The soundtrack.
We can do that.
Yeah.
We can do that.
And the Undertaker comes out.
Yeah. I don't know about that. Get us Rolls Royce and
He
an
might
Undertaker.
He might have a Rolls Royce.
If you get me a Rolls Royce and the Undertaker, I will do anything.
We get a duck.
I will do anything. We can get a duck if you get me a Rolls Royce and the
You
Undertaker.
heard it here, folks.
I will sign that contract happily. Even if it's just a cameo from the Undertaker saying subscribe to the Icebox podcast, I would get a duck. And a Rolls Royce. The Rolls Royce is still in the contract.
You would get a Rolls Royce if I got that?
No, you
Oh,
get
I need
yeah,
to
you
get
need to get the Rolls Royce
Yeah.
for the video, and
Yeah.
then you also need to get the Undertaker to
Man of
come out to
many
Limp
roles.
Bizkit. Man of many roles, and that's what we're gonna call the video. Man of many roles,
Man
and it's
of
gonna be
many
about.
roles. Men of many roles.
It'll be no.
Yeah.
I'm thinking man, and then we just have all of the roles stapled to you.
Stapled.
It's taped. Because I realized how violent stapling is.
Yeah, that
See
hurt.
what I mean? You're so hurt.
It's a lot of rolls to like
That
get
didn't even-
stapled.
that was subconscious. That was just out of the
You've been
goof.
just attacking me and Keith this episode. man.
I don't know what you're talking about. You are being sassy, and I won't have it. But so we have a roll video we didn't want to do. We want to do the video
Right.
about the bugs,
Right.
eating the bugs. If you guys have any other video ideas, I'm more than happy to listen. But the other things are just like dumb little stuff.
Can you guys wear bug costumes while eating bugs?
If you can find me on Amazon some bug
Like
costumes,
a Bug's Life costumes. I'm a beautiful butterfly.
the Swedish caterpillar.
Yes.
I don't know
And
if
then
that's
the guy
Swedish.
ladybug. That guy.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, yeah, that's what I was
That is
thinking.
key for
Yeah,
sure.
I'll happily
take
be
that.
I think his name's Sweetie, right?
I haven't seen it in so long. I don't know.
I don't know.
But
I
I
might,
think
that
that
might
would
be
that would
something.
add great content.
I'd dress up like a What is that?
I was gonna say I think it's on Disney Plus.
It's definitely on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been to the Bugs Life like place in Disneyland?
Yes.
Yeah, we like walked through it
It's a
the
fun little
recent
area.
time I went. I think they're like redoing it though to like
Yeah.
this whole like Avengers part of the
Well, that bums me out because I really like the Bugs Life area.
Yeah.
Like the little video thing they do specifically. I love that. My dad also loves that show, which I think is super funny. It's like the 3D bug one. They have like smells that come in. They have little thorns under the seats that poke you.
Yep.
That's like a great little show. Have you not done that?
No.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
great.
no, because when I went, I don't even know if any of the rides were like
Open.
going. Yeah, but we were able to like walk through
What
it
do you
and
mean?
like see.
What do you mean the rides weren't going?
They weren't like operating or whatever.
All of the rides?
Yeah,
When did you go?
it's like 2 years ago.
Why weren't any of the rides operating?
I don't know.
Like all of them. All of the rides.
Okay, maybe there was a couple going. We just didn't do any of them.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Going to Disneyland and we're not riding a single ride is weird to me.
In the Bugs Life part.
I specifically asked you if it was all of the rides. Okay, so specifically in the Bugs Life area,
Right.
none of the rides. Okay,
Right.
that makes sense because all
That's
of the
what
Bugs Life
They had
ones.
some bugs.
That's
Yes.
what I was talking about.
The Bugs Life area specifically, those are all like kid rides.
Right.
So, okay, that I understand. I thought you were saying the whole park.
No.
And I was like, that's weird.
No,
Like, that's.
because we were talking about the Bugs Life area.
I know.
So that's
I know.
what I was
My
talking
brain
about.
is just melting. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm all over the place.
Like glue.
Like glue. So, all three of us have been to Disneyland. What are you guys' favorite things to do at Disneyland?
Ooh. One thing I always have to do, I have to get a churro. Every time.
Oh yeah.
Every time.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
good move, yeah.
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 I also really like, I forget where, I think it's in both parks. But it's like what is it? Like the seafood, like, restaurant thingy that they have.
Oh yeah, like so it's right next to the Pirates of the Caribbean
Yeah.
ride, that place. And
Yeah.
then in the adventure park, it's in that like Bay Area.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they have like those bread bowls that you can get
Dude,
the
the
clam
gumbo,
chowder
bro,
soup.
the gumbo, the beef stew gumbo is so good.
Fire.
That's one of my traditions too.
Yeah.
That and then the ice cream parlor down Main Street.
Yeah.
Ever been there?
I think I have been there.
Best ice cream, man. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
That place is great. Like I'm so happy that you brought that up because
Yeah.
that specific area is not only like my favorite area in Disneyland. 'Cause
Right.
You got the Haunted Mansion.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite rides, the Pirates of the Caribbean
Yeah.
ride, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's just the equivalent of like a lazy river.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I love it.
Yeah.
That's why I love it. But you also just have like just the general atmosphere of that place,
Right.
bro. Like here's the thing, and I know I haven't like brought that side out of me yet to you guys, but I love jazz music.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like old jazz music.
Yeah.
I can get down with. I have a
Nice.
playlist on my phone of just jazz music.
Nice.
It's so nice.
Nice.
It's so nice. It's
Do you
a
like to
huge.
jazzercise?
I've never jazzercised
Interesting.
because jazzercise isn't really jazz exercising. It's just jazz exercising. You know, I did jazz hands for those of you wondering. But yeah, that place is super nice.
Yeah.
Just the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And everywhere with that.
Yeah.
Another kind of tradition is Thunder Mountain Railroad.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Thunder Mountain
Yeah.
Railroad, we have to go on each time.
Yeah.
Specifically, a little bit of story time. My best buddy, Nick, who I love, known him since we were little kids. Us two and his little brother, Chris, who also is just one of my best friends, who you guys will see this weekend, which I'm actually super excited about that.
Nice.
But they came with us. We had like a family trip. His family, my family, for Christmas went out to Disneyland. And we, like the night that we were there, dude, I cannot stress this enough. For some reason, the day we went, there was like no one there.
Dang.
There was no one there.
That's
like the
sick.
day and then the night, there was just like actually no one. So we rode the Thunder Mountain Railroad, ran around, rode it again, ran around, rode it again. Dude, we did that cycle for at least 15 times.
Dang.
Like, it was such an awesome night, and I can like,
That's
vividly
legit.
remember the lady being like, all right, guys, hop on, because there was no one else, and she was just happy to do it. She was just having a good time, because here's these 3 drooling kids just
Right.
running around and trying to ride it as many times as we could.
Yeah.
And dude, only ones on the roller coaster. Dude, I gotta
Dang.
bring that up with those guys this weekend, but that
sick.
was such a fun trip, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I still have it, but they had those like black hats, and they had they had word, like just one word on them for each of the dwarves, and
Oh,
each one was
yeah.
like stylized super different. I had a
Right.
grumpy one, and it was
Nice.
red spikes, and then I also had a dopey, and it was like silly strings popping out. Dude, oh my gosh, I love that trip so much because I remember it so vivid, like just super
Yeah.
vividly.
Yeah.
I got like a Nickelodeon game on the Game Boy Advanced, which I was super excited about.
Nice.
All of us got like the same game for Christmas, and we all played it with each other. It was so much fun. But yeah, Disneyland is a big part of my childhood. I've told you that, but I've gone at least 12 times.
Dang.
Yeah, my mom really does love Disneyland. Gets a season pass for Christmas for my dad almost every Christmas.
Dang, that's legit.
My mom has gone, I'm pretty sure 3 times in 1 year,
Wow.
which is like kind of crazy to me, but also like it's my mom. But dude, for me, Disneyland is at that point where it's like, if I don't go, I'm okay with it.
Right.
But if I do go, I'm gonna try to have the most fun that I can.
Yeah.
I think
That's good.
with times as they're changing in my life, it's like, oh, I don't need my parents to go somewhere.
Right.
So, like now, if I were to go with you guys, I'd be like, that's awesome. Like,
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun because it's with new people.
Yeah.
We're just going out to have fun.
Yeah.
Like I really want to do that sometime. Because you and me have talked about traveling a lot.
Yeah.
Which we were trying to plan. We want to plan out a trip specifically to Canada.
Yeah.
Which I think would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then I also think another place would be fun would be New York.
Ooh.
I think New York would be fun. Us to go to New York, us to go to Canada, or invite whoever you want. I don't care.
Keeping up with the Kardashians.
Yeah. Keeping up with Tres Leches.
Yeah.
Keeping up with the Kardashians.
Yeah. Keeve dashes?
Yeah.
Keeve when he dashes.
Kardashians.
I don't know. Did you get his laxative? I'm getting the death stare, but
It's called the Death Star. Okay.
Alright, that was bad. You got the Keeve, ooh.
He always says ooh when I'm around.
Yeah. So with Disneyland, do you have any specific memories? Because we've talked about Disneyland. Have you went?
I have been, but very few.
Very few times?
Yeah.
We gotta change that. We gotta go to Disneyland. I think that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
I'd be down.
I would go. I would be talking the whole time, just having a good time.
Yep.
Peeve would hit on the princesses.
He's in a relationship, so I would say.
I forgot. No, it's a joke, Andrew.
Okay.
All right. Well, way to
adultery's
ruin my
not a
bit.
joke,
Way to
so-
ruin my bit.
Wow.
All right. Well,
Didn't think this was how it was going to go down
Yeah.
when our relationship was brought up.
yeah. Keith, that's a thing.
That is a thing.
Yeah, let's tell our viewers.
That's why I didn't say anything. But sure. And we can edit this out if you're uncomfortable with that.
No, it's fine.
But I don't know why you would be, but
Yeah.
just yeah.
Keith's always-
Keith's got a girlfriend.
I do.
Which was very unfortunate timing, but hey, it happens.
It happens, you know. It
Don't
does.
say it. I hate that. All right, yeah, but it does.
Yeah. It's been 2 weeks now that we've been like official.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
It's a long time in Christian relationships.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Oh.
Yeah, let me tell you about all of the Christian relationships I've had.
I should tell him what I told you about the ring.
Oh yeah, drop that info because I want to see what your
I don't
reaction
know
to
if I
that
can
would be.
drop that info on the air. 'Cause I
Oh,
don't know.
if they'll ever listen to
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Oh, you already said the ring. Just don't say names. Or do you want me to say it? Because I don't know. I actually don't remember.
Yeah,
the
we'll have Moose tell you this story.
And if
Okay.
I forget any details, just wink at me, and I'll know that I'm missing the detail.
Just tag me in there, buddy.
See, and then he gets mad at me when I do the old guy voice for him.
I think I remember
So-
my name.
So picture this, right?
Okay.
Got a girl, a ring.
He does have a girl.
Yeah, you got your girlfriend a ring. Right?
Okay.
About to propose, and you do. It goes swimmingly.
Yeah.
But she complains about the size of the diamond. Not like the size of the ring,
Right.
the size of the gem, size of the stone, guy.
Yeah.
What do you do about that? Like, because here's the thing, right? Obviously, like, whatever the reasoning is behind you getting that small of a diamond or whatever, like, that's your own business.
Right.
But what do you do in the situation that the girl you love
Yeah.
is complaining about the ring size of your engagement ring. What do you do?
What do I do?
If I could just interject for 1 second, they do say size matters.
Interesting.
What? Why are you doing this to me? Why do you keep on doing this to me? I'm trying to be friendly on this podcast. And you keep on making innuendos.
I was.
Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. What do you do? What do you do, Keith?
You know,
How do you feel? Immediate reaction.
Yeah. How does that make you feel? Like, what do you think would be your first honest initial response to that?
Yeah. Or if you'd like, we can answer and then you can.
Yeah, and then you can answer on top of that. If
yeah,
you like.
I think that would be better. Yeah.
Okay.
I would be bummed. Because here's the thing, right? I'm already to that point where I love this girl.
Yeah,
Right?
okay.
I love this girl. I've prepped for a ring this long.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about you guys, but I've actually been ring shopping. And, like, it's a nervous thing. It's a nerve-wracking thing.
Yeah.
But then to go and think like that, like, the ring, I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, huh? That would bum me out. I don't think I'd sit there and go, maybe I gotta think about this a little bit more.
Right.
But I definitely would say it's like, that's really like not cool of me
Yeah.
to do. And that's like a serious sit down conversation for me.
Yeah.
Because like, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
That's such a huge, monumental bummer.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot express to you how much that bums me out.
Yeah.
Because, like, yeah, and I'm more than happy to kind of be open about it. Like, I've thought about it. Like, I've
Right.
thought about the ring. Like, I've thought about playing out in my head and done all that.
Yeah.
And then for someone, that person that
Yeah.
I think that I care so much about to just be like, oh man, but like, the size of the diamond isn't big enough.
Right.
That just tears me to shreds.
Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely see like being bummed about that. I think for me, like just communication throughout like all of it is like super key for
Definitely.
me. And so I like know people who have like couples that have gone like ring shopping together and like the lady like chooses the ring and then pretty much it's just up to the guy whenever he proposes. And so yeah, I just think communication throughout all of it is like key. And yeah. And I'm like I'm like someone who like doesn't really worry about that kind of stuff too much, because like
Same. Like, I would say I'm pretty relaxed. Like, I don't feed too much into that of just like,
Yeah.
oh, it is what it is.
yeah,
Like,
of course, like I would love to like go all out, for that kind of thing.
100%.
Yeah, but like life circumstances and like planning out like
Yeah.
your life with another
and
person.
that's a fair
it's, like,
thing, right?
a
Like,
whole
take that
thing.
into accountability.
Right.
Maybe it's small because you're thinking about buying a house.
Right.
Like, that was a good point that me and Andrew covered.
Right.
Like, there could be more than one reason that this specific instance,
Yeah.
which, by the way, this is the hypothetical of the episode. This, like seriously, isn't that a little, like, I don't know, that irks me.
Yeah.
Because it's like, one, if I want to go all out, I would. But
Right.
I'm thinking of not your future.
Right.
Not my future.
Right.
Our future. So,
Right.
that's a super bummer.
And also, like, it really is, like, obviously there's, like, significance, significant, like, symbolism, like, with the ring and everything.
Yeah.
But also, like, the ring is not what, like, is the most important
Yeah.
thing of, like, getting married.
It's the idea of marriage.
Yeah.
Like it's the marriage as its like self.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the ring. It's
Yeah.
the marriage
And so,
itself.
like, if you're, like, stuck up on, like,
A ring.
the material thing of like the symbolism of like what you're actually like what the goal is of the relationship, then I think it's
and here's something that I think is like fair, and I just kind of had the thought of it. It's like, first natural response would be like, I don't think I'd fall in love with a girl that would be like that materialistic.
Right.
But what if it was just out of the blue like that?
Right.
Like, this girl is not materialistic. She hates getting gifts. Like, she's that kind of girl. Like, I'm putting it into perspective of, like, my ex-girlfriends who are just... I've never had an ex-girlfriend that has ever liked gifts.
Right.
That has never enjoyed it when I got them something.
Yeah.
And just was kind of like, meh. Like, whatever. It's whatever. Like, thinking about it and then them on a dime like that...
Yeah.
That, like, is troublesome.
Right.
Like, that's weird. And Andrew specifically kind of mentioned it was like, that's just something to rethink. Like, that's something that's kind of like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know specifically for me if I'd be like, I already love this girl. Like,
Yeah.
she'll just have to go without a big diamond. Like, that's,
Yeah.
take it or leave it. I'm not going to be the one that leaves it. Like, that's just me. But yeah, crazy hypothetical for tonight.
Yeah.
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 And yeah, Andrew, what specifics were you kind of feeling when I brought that hypothetical up to you?
Yeah, that's tough. Because that's a big decision in your life. And like you guys said, like, you've been planning it for a while.
Right.
Like, that's not something you spontaneously are just like,
Oh, let's go do this.
let's just get hitched. You
Right.
know? Like, let's do that. So it would definitely make me just rethink. I just will have to like take a step back and be like, whoa.
Whoa.
Because yeah, I think you guys kind of touched on it. Like, at the end of the day, like, it shouldn't be about the materialistic
Yeah. Exactly.
thing. And I would even take it like a step further, and I've seen people do this and like run into like issues with this. But I will say, number one advice: premarital counseling is a big thing to go through.
True.
It kind of help your upcoming marriage have success and kind of sets you up for a good marriage. But also, I've seen, like, not only with rings, but also with like weddings, because like, I'm not stereotyping women. I think this is just kind of a fact. But like, girls, they have like this like dream wedding. Like, they're like,
everyone has a dream
like
wedding.
they have like
even I have a dream wedding. Like, that's my thing. And maybe and that will kind of alleviate from your topic of saying all girls do. But like, even I do, with this thing of like, this is something I really want at my wedding. Now, is it blown out of proportion and like thought of crazy? Like, do I obsess over the thought of having that? No.
Yeah.
But like, that's something I definitely want. So
yeah, like there's people have wedding boards on Pinterest.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, and so like, if you are in where you just proposed and now you just walked into, you need to have a $30,000 wedding somehow after you just spent X amount of money on a diamond ring, like, and then you're gonna tell me the ring's too small too, like. How am I supposed to win here, bud? It's kind of like how I'm starting to feel, you know?
If,
So, like,
if they think the diamond's too small, just wait. Because, like, I hate to break it to you, but, like, if I spent that much money on a smaller diamond, like,
Right.
if that's the thought process you have, I hate to break it to you, but we're getting married.
Right.
Be expected to not have a lot of money.
Right.
Like, when I get you, like, and maybe this is just me, but it's like, when people get married, like, yeah, they're able to live together, maybe get like a better place because it's a joint income or whatever.
Right.
But like with like that ring specifically, and talking about that, like with the diamond's too small. It's like, okay, these next couple of years, we're not gonna have any money
Right.
because I'll still be paying off our wedding
Yeah.
in a year. Like you got like a big venue, you got to rent chairs, you got to rent the stage for the wedding, you got to rent the electric equipment, you got to get a photographer, you got to get videographer, food,
Cake.
food, cake,
Flowers.
wedding cake, flowers.
Yeah.
It's like,
it adds up.
yeah, and that's just a lot.
Yeah.
So then, like, I know people who paid off weddings and like they hired a DJ. I was the DJ.
Nice.
And like it's crazy. Like, it's,
Yeah.
like that's a lot. So it's like, okay, like, here's the diamond. That's too small for you. what is your thoughts going to be on the wedding we plan? What's your thoughts on the house we're going to move in together? What's your thought of us getting a vehicle together?
Yeah.
Like, that's just so, like, that could easily push the dominoes over.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's kind of just, I don't know, man. Hypothetical of the day is a little bit more of a hard thinker than would you rather be a millionaire bird or
Right.
bit by a snake, a
Yeah.
new snake every day. That was the hypothetical on the first episode. The first episode was very lighthearted. It was very dumb. But I enjoyed that. That was a good,
It was good.
That was a good
It was
night
really good.
of conversations. So with that hypothetical specifically, what is something that maybe it's family related, maybe it's something like that you guys, like at your dream wedding, we talked about it, dream wedding. What's something that you would want at a dream wedding of yours? Maybe I'm the only one that thinks about this because I'm a hopeless romantic, but which is really funny to say because you both know me. It's a weird thing for me to say, but like for me specifically, one thing that I really want at my wedding, and maybe this is a little bit like more heart to heart, but like I want like a specific family member at my wedding, or I want like a picture of them in the crowd. Like that's something that I want of like a specific family member, just because it's like I don't think I could step into that next chapter of my life without that person present. Like, yeah, it's super sentimental and ushy gushy, but
Right.
like yeah, I really want that.
Yeah.
On the more lighthearted side, I want like I want a cowboy hat for the wedding. I won't wear it. I wear it on the dance floor though.
Okay.
I want a really
Yeah.
nice fancy cowboy hat.
That's incredible.
Like,
Yeah.
that's something that I thought about
I-
because I think it'd be fun
Yeah, that
to have a
would be
cowboy
cool.
hat on the dance floor on
Yeah.
my own wedding.
Yeah.
Very little, very dumb.
Yeah.
Who thinks of that?
That'd be great.
But I do.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me, I don't have like this huge like dream
Plan.
wedding thought up. I've just thought like, you know, your typical wedding, bridal party and whatnot.
Bachelor party for the
Bachelor
boys.
party for the boys. But yeah, really I just want like my family there and like the people in my life who I'm like close to and like genuinely know and like have good relationships with. I want them there. Yeah, and I just want it to be not like super stressful or like over the top, like unnecessary things. Yeah. And like
and you're very just in life the simplistic guy, so that
yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. And but yeah, on like sort of the lighthearted side, I've always wanted to like be in charge of like some people they like have just a playlist of like songs for the wedding. And so yeah, I just want to like be in charge of all the music that's
Of
going
all
to
the
be
music?
played. Yeah.
With so I've DJ'd 2 weddings,
Okay.
and both of them had some of my favorite songs on them.
Yeah.
And a song that I just can't listen to anymore, Tennessee Whiskey.
Really?
Oh my gosh, I love that song, but I just, for some reasons, like I just can't listen to it anymore.
Okay.
Neon Moon I can listen to because that's another one of those like slow country songs that I can listen to on wedding nights.
Yeah.
But like, I don't want all of the middle school dance songs there, like the cha-cha slide.
Cha-cha slide.
Yeah, Cupid Shuffle.
Cupid Shuffle.
But like, I definitely would want to be a part of like the music process.
Right.
Like, I want
Yeah.
like a specific song like I want to listen to on the night of my wedding is Tennessee Whiskey.
Yeah.
That is like one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's something that I really, really want.
Yeah.
Andrew, what about you on your end? Is there anything specific that you kind of want? Goofy, not like lighthearted, not the serious side of things.
No.
Probably.
Get it done, get it out of there.
Yeah, not.
I can
Haven't
see
really
you
thought
having
about
like a
that
really
one.
small wedding.
Yeah. Who knows?
Who knows?
No idea.
No clue.
I think I'd get all of my groomsmen. We'd get matching shoes. Is the only thing that I would say.
Ooh, yeah. That's a yeah.
So, question for you guys right now: with people that we all know, who would be on your guys' like
Ooh.
groom? Who would be your groom bachelor?
I
Your
like
best men.
so because I was in Matt's wedding.
I'd have Matt.
Back in November, yeah,
I'd
I
have
like
gotten it.
thought about this
Yeah.
like back then.
I mean, you're closest now
Huh?
What did you say?
to getting married.
Oh yeah, you're the closest one to
Closest.
getting married now.
It's true. Yeah.
So you
How
should
the
be
times have
on
changed.
the turntables.
How the turntables
Turntables.
have turned tables. Yeah, man, that's crazy. But like, yeah, you're. I
That's
guess.
true,
So who would you have on your groomsmen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Give us your Mount Rushmore.
yeah.
George Washington.
Because who knows within like this next year,
Right.
How crazy that's gonna change.
Right.
But like,
Yeah. I think depending on like how many people we want, for sure.
you
in
get
it,
you get max 6.
max 6.
So this is a crunch. So this is a cruncher.
This is a cruncher.
So
Okay.
6 is a cruncher? I
Okay.
know nothing about weddings.
Well, no, like because I know people that have had 8, like up there.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like awkwardly standing, and then I also know people that have their 8, but they just go and sit down.
Yeah.
They sit down in the front row. So, like 8 is I think I want to say the max I've seen is like 10
Interesting.
at like a white wedding.
Yeah.
No, specifically it was not a white wedding, but it was like like I've seen 10 people, but I think the
Oh.
least amount I've seen is 4.
feel
So
like-
Yeah, Matt had 3 or no, not 3, 5 of us.
5.
Yeah.
So we'll say just so you have a little bit easier of a thought process. We'll say max you have is 6.
Okay.
I already know who my best men are.
Yeah.
Yeah, because again, I've thought about weddings before. I
Right.
just have.
Yeah.
I've talked about it with like a lot of different people too.
Yeah.
So I have my people.
Yeah.
So if you want me to rattle off my people while you think about it, it's totally fine. But
Yeah, go ahead.
so I want to say, like, if this is right now currently,
Yeah.
who my best men would be, Matt for sure,
Yeah.
Dan, which both of you guys know, I'm pretty sure.
30.
Yeah,
You
I
met
think
Dan.
so.
Dan was the guy who won. Daniel, he was the leader whenever my church went. He was the winner of the Golden Glove.
Right.
Great guy, Dirty Dan, as Andrew affectionately refers to him. My best man would be Nick, because he's just my guy.
Yeah.
My cousin Cody, which you guys haven't met, he lives up here. He's great. Love
Nice.
Cody. And then I'd say the last 2 are hard, because like the last 2 could like because of like who I can think of off the top of my head, it's like you 2 and 2 other people from like my friend group,
Yeah.
like Jordan Phillips and Chandon,
Right.
like would be the other 2 from my friend group. But like those are like the other 4 are so solid in it. Like
Right.
I just
Yeah.
like it's the last 2 that kind of are like iffies for me.
Yeah.
So like it could be like who knows? Could
Right.
be in like a year's time, or if we move out but we decide that we want to like renew our lease and we just spend more time with each other, who knows?
Right.
But like that's my thought process on it. Like
Yeah.
it's like the last 2 are kind of iffies.
Right.
Like now specifically, I probably have Jordan and Shannon in it. I've known them longer, been through more with them, but with time, who knows? With how long this podcast goes, who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe this is just a 1-year thing, which is so weird to say, but who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me, I definitely have my brother, my good friend who I like grew up with, Austin Robertson, my cousin Drew. Yeah, those 3 for sure. Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think all of
Matt.
us can say we would have Matt as one of our best men, which I think is
Matt.
funny because it's because
Yeah.
of how great Matt is.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Matt.
Shout out to Matt.
That's true. Fat Cat Matt.
Fat Matt.
What a guy. Yeah.
Can this episode be titled "Marriage and Matt"? Movies, Marriage and Matt.
Down.
Down. That's what's happening. But yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
So you got those 4:
Those 4 for
brother,
sure.
cousin, Austin,
And Matt.
model friend, and Matt.
Right. Yeah, and I think the last 2 is kind of like the same,
Yeah.
same for you. Yeah.
Your friends listening to this podcast are broken. It's like, what do you mean?
Well, yeah, I think of like my friend who is Cody. You don't know him, but I also
would you both have a Cody on
we
the, on
might also both have a Cody on
That's
our groomsmen. Yeah, Cody. Also have a friend Cole.
Shoutouts to those guys that I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah,
Andrew's just gonna rattle off random names. We'd be like, okay, sure, I guess.
Matt is going to be one of them, though.
Yeah, Matt
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
How about you? If you had to pick 6 guys that you would trust to be in the next chapter of your life, who would they be?
No idea.
No clue.
I don't think about this stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess. Yeah, but I mean, yeah. I always think about this stuff. So, no, marriage is crazy conversation right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah,
nuts.
Keith.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keith.
Wild.
That was dumb. That was a dumb bit. So yeah, marriage.
Marriage. Movies and Matt.
Marriage, movies, and Matt. The culmination of all these 3 M's. Throw Moose in there. We got a quad. But let's just talk a little bit about Matt. We've talked a lot about marriage.
Ooh.
We've talked a little bit about movies.
Let's
Let's just take a second to talk about Matt.
Yeah.
Matthew, you sweet baby boy.
Matthew, my Estes.
My Estes. Andrew, do you have any fun stories about Matt?
Fun stories about Matt. Where do I even begin? You know. Yeah. Just not a lot to say about Matt.
I have too much to say about Matt.
Well, then you should go.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, for a lot of people that only know Matt from camp, he was the SAG-U guy.
Mm-hmm.
But as I got to know him more, because my last year at the camp, I kind of was like an intern, which was weird. It's weird to say. Maybe you both can say, no, that's dumb. Don't say that. But I helped put everything away. I got to know a lot of the interns that were there that summer. I got to meet you two for the first time, which was fun. Keeve, I didn't know your name. I didn't know Andrew's name either, but I was like, they seem like really fun guys. And when I applied, I was like Matt and then those 2 guys are like the only people that can come to mind. And Adrian. Adrian, funny enough, was the other person that also came to mind.
GQ.
Yeah. But they, like, my last year, me and Matt got to talk a lot. And he prayed for me. Really appreciating of that. I won camp, whatever it was. What is it? Camp. Camper.
Oh, what is that
Camp
called?
Champ.
Yeah, Camp Champ.
Camp Champ. I won Camp Champ that summer.
Yeah.
Which was really cool. A lot of stuff happened that last camp. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. But getting to know Matt that little bit and then go into like a whole chapter of my life that I'll always remember. Just kind of knowing some of the people and then immediately just be like, oh, these are some of my new best friends. Like, these people are great.
Yeah.
Matt specifically, Matt and you, Andrew, were the only 2 people that greeted me when I first, like you guys knew me. You walked in and was like, where's Keeve? And then you was like, Moose. And I was like, oh, hey. And he's like, what's up, buddy? And you I stood up, you dapped me up really awkwardly. And, I remember it like it was yesterday because of just how many fond memories I have at camp.
Yeah.
Because the first person that I met technically that summer was Antoine.
Oh, okay.
Because Antoine
came there early, right?
Yeah, he was there early.
Yeah.
He came to Camp Birdie, and me and Tell drove him to the church. He spent the night at the church, and then he got picked up by Griffin. No, he didn't spend the night. He got picked up by Griffin up there.
Okay.
And Griffin and me talked, and we're like, we're super excited to have you, man. We do the bit with Griffin because Griffin's just such an awesome person.
Yeah.
But we hit those lines that Griffin always says, which I love. If we ever have Griffin on the podcast, dude, I'm gonna be just so scared because of how much we've done the bit with Griffin. I haven't seen him since I moved up here.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't seen him in forever.
Oh wow.
No, I saw him at Fine Arts.
Oh okay.
We had I said hi and said bye. That was really it. But Griffin, if you're listening to this, I love you. But,
We all love you.
Yeah, but Matt was also the other person that greeted me, and he was like,
Yeah.
Moose, I'm so excited to see you guys. It's going to be so cool. Like,
Yeah.
when Matt does, like, his baby talking
Yeah.
voice. It's like, oh, seriously? I'm over here like, what is this all about? But yeah, he dapped me up, and then he made a joke that was, like, specific to me. Like, he had known me for years. And I was like, I really like Matt. Matt's great. And then Matt integrated me to knowing all of you guys,
Yeah.
which I thought was really cool. Because I think that's something that, like, I learned from Matt leadership-wise. It's like, Matt didn't leave people out. Like, he
Yeah.
always wanted to, like, make sure everybody knew each other. And
Yeah.
if he needed to leave, he wanted to make sure that someone had someone to talk to. Toasted buns. Toasted buns.
This big
But-
presented by Toast.
Like, that's one of my favorite Matt specifics is, like,
Right.
Matt's just that guy to me.
Yeah.
He's someone that I aspire to be like, not only in my preaching and who I am as a person, but also, like, I would definitely say he's like because I'm a younger guy and you guys are kind of closer to his age, for me, it's like Matt embodies a lot of the things that I look at, and I'm like, this is a Christian, godly man.
Right.
I want to be like that,
Yeah.
like this at some point.
Yeah.
So don't think I'm blowing you up. Give me a big head, Matt, because I'm gonna at you on my Instagram when this episode comes out. But I just love Matt. Matt's great.
Yeah. He's actually my lock screen.
Yeah, dude, that blows my mind that that's still a thing. Like, that blows my mind. I gotta do that. I gotta get Matt
Not
picture.
even my current girlfriend has my lock screen or my home screen.
Yeah, my
picture.
my lock screen has been changed once, and it has stayed that. Back to when we had your bed frame out here. It's my crock. It's the Crocs as soon as they got pulled out of the bag.
Good times.
I have my memory.
Yes.
For Matt?
Go ahead.
Matt.
Shoot.
Okay.
So my favorite memory is when I kissed him and it was recorded.
What? Oh, yeah! Yeah!
What? Wait, huh?
Yeah!
Was this summer?
This
Yeah.
was this.
This was at camp.
This was yeah.
Um,
Keith, tell the story.
Yeah, it was when you were like leading us. It was when we were in the cafeteria and we were like doing like
Was it the
everyone's
last
hands
one?
in the middle. I think so. It was one of the last ones. Yeah, but like everyone's hands were like in the middle and you like said whatever to like break us.
The
But
last,
like we were there for like a little bit like longer than we should have.
Yeah, I was ranting because I was emotional.
Yeah.
I was trying not to cry.
Yeah. And yeah, as like you're talking or whatever, Andrew just like kisses Matt on the cheek.
Oh,
And it's like recorded.
I have my Matt picture.
That's good.
It's of him when he was a young man, little Matt. No, I have my Matt picture. But
Nice.
yeah, that's super funny. I didn't know that happened. That's phenomenal.
Yeah. Here, I think I have it.
Do you have it? I have a picture. Someone took a picture of.
Yeah, is it that one?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's it. I didn't know you were kissing his cheek.
No.
Oh, I don't have the video.
Did you see it?
No.
Oh wait, there it is.
You can hear the sound.
Yeah.
The sound makes it so much better.
Here.
Monica said this.
That's like a cartoon kiss. That's like a cartoon kiss. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, Don,
Oh.
the Don Moose.
Now we're just going through.
Now we're just going to
old
memory
camp
lane.
photos.
Yeah, I have a mustache. I remember
What-
that.
what a
I remember the
great
couple
guy.
videos we took. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Those last 3 days at camp, dude,
Oh my
were
god.
insane.
Bonkers.
Those were bonkers times indeed. Yeah,
Those are so
yeah.
man.
Matt also keeping up with the bits that we did
Oh,
meant
yeah.
a lot.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
Matt had a lot on his plate, but then also kept up with the bits.
But like still was just
Yeah.
like with us
with the
in it.
British voice.
Yeah.
Once Matt started doing it, everyone joined in.
Yep.
Because like at first it was Danny, me, and I'm unsure who to specific. I think it was you, because who was our pool team?
Right.
Our pool team was you, me, Emily Flower, and
Yeah.
Danny, right? Because
Yeah.
Danny would also put. You were there too. Okay, so that was our pool team.
I was
us
the ball
four.
guy helping Emily out.
Yeah,
Right.
you were the ball guy, and then I also was just there telling people what to do.
Yeah.
And then so that was like our pool team.
Yeah.
Pool team was super dope. I loved pool team.
Yeah.
Pool team was awesome.
That was a great time.
But like I remember we started the British like accent, and you'd hear Emily in the background. What are we doing today? Like she would do like this Cockney like weird weird one, and then Danny would nail it because Danny's an enigma.
Yeah.
And then you would be floating in the middle of the pool.
Yep.
Me and Andrew would try to do one, kind of get it, not really sure.
Right.
It wasn't as bad as Emily. Love Emily. But yeah, I remember at one point one of the campers were like, "Why are you guys doing that?" And we were like, "We don't know."
We're just
Do you watch commercials?
Do you watch commercials?
Not exclusively.
That's such a weird thing. Can we tell that story? Because Matt's in it, so we're technically
Yeah.
keeping on theme. like, so it's us three, Chino, Matt, and Emily, right?
I don't even
All
know if I
office.
was there actually.
Do you not? Okay. Because I know for sure it was
We
you,
were in
me,
the
Matt,
office.
and Chino. And we were in the office at camp, which shout out to camp, love camp.
Yeah.
Coming up, baby.
It's coming up. Super excited about that. Bummed I can't be in it, but more than happy to support you guys along the way. But yeah, no. We were in the office, and we kept on referencing different commercials. And then Emily just kind of like looks at us confusedly. Like, do you guys watch commercials? And who was it that said, well, not exclusively? Was that Chino or me?
I'm pretty sure she said it.
Did she say not Oh, yeah, because she was like, quit laughing at me, not exclusively. And we're like,
Right.
you didn't need to add that. We didn't assume that all you did was watch commercials.
You guys watch-
Yeah, no, because she was trying to like, because
She was talking about a commercial.
She was
She was talking about a Geico commercial
Yeah.
and couldn't, like, reference
Yeah.
it right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I
So
was just like,
we were like, what
She
are
was
you talking
trying to
about?
like communicate
Yeah.
about this commercial, and all she could say was, "Do you guys watch commercials?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys watch commercials? And we started laughing because it was like, yeah, I watched the Geico compilation on our phone. Like, did you guys see that State Farm commercial last week? I remember that being a bit, too, of just, yeah, guys, dude, a new State Farm commercial just hit. Seriously dope, dude, watch
Goes
it.
hard.
It goes hard.
Jake from State.
Jake from State Farm.
Yankees.
We did that, and she's like, well, no, not exclusively. And we were just like, we know not exclusively. And I remember, I specifically remember because that was one of like, oh man, because like that was pretty early on in camp too.
Yeah.
Which was super funny. That was during orientation, the first 2 days of orientation. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because we were setting up for we were on the list of different games that we would be playing.
Yeah.
And we were talking about going to like Home Depot and Walmart to get that stuff. That was the day before camp started.
That's crazy.
And I remember me and Chino were doing like water stuff. You guys were talking about just getting equipment for it.
Yeah.
Emily was just in the
Because
office.
I was the equipment manager.
You were the equipment manager, which, oh my gosh, dude, you just locked that up for me. You just opened that door to that bit. Hey, Keith, where is this? I don't know. Well, you're the equipment manager.
I don't know, man.
Man, I just work here.
Do I need to go to Walmart and get it? Or-
Yeah, constantly we had Walmart runs,
Yeah.
even if it wasn't for specifically equipment.
Right.
But you would be the one that would do the Walmart
Yeah.
runs, which I think is phenomenal.
Oh man.
I remember me, Steven, and Emily did a lot of different runs as well. But then I was always jealous because I was like, because us three, we vibed hard. But like, I was always like, man, I want to get in like a Chino and a Keith type beat right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Best friend alert with Chino and me,
Best friend
and you
alert.
two, and Katrina and McKenna.
Yeah.
Those were good too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just remember. I think it was Monica when she was like first telling us all of like our roles or whatever, she was like, "Yeah, so you're gonna be the equipment manager," and I was just like, "Cool."
I'm 100% real with you. When you showed up with those hats, I was like, "Oh, he's like sound guy," and then just like out of the gate, it was like, "Where's the shovels?" And I was like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "What?" Because I remember, like, before I really got to know you, I bought your hat. Which I think is super funny to look at.
Yeah.
But, like, before I really even knew what you did,
Yeah.
I thought that you donated the proceeds to, like, worship equipment to poverty-stricken countries. And I still tell people that. I'm like, yeah, he donates the money. But then I realized that you also don't have any money from it.
Nope.
So,
Literally made not even $1 from each hat.
yeah.
Yeah.
But buy Keeves hats if you haven't.
Yeah,
but-
if they're not sold out by
They're
now.
not sold out on the third episode.
Yeah.
But that's equipment manager.
Yeah.
Where's the shovels?
I just remember her saying that, and I didn't say anything like, I usually do. I just kind of like sit and process with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just remember thinking,
You threw up the hype, and then that's it. That's it. If I remember things correctly, you were like, yeah, you're the equipment manager. That's like that's gonna be your role, and you were just like, hype, and then nothing.
that was me being like, all right.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that means.
What is that?
Guess
What?
I'll just kind of figure it out along the way.
Yeah, that was super funny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was great though.
Yeah. I remember being the hype guy.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
kind of got that dropped on me, and I was like, oh no. Like I was like, oh. I hope I was a good hype guy.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
definitely.
Now that I know that Keeve has my back with it.
Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, no, super great time with that.
Yeah.
That was great. Camp's great.
It was great.
And you know what? Flat out gotta say it. Matt's the reason that I did it. Matt and Monica. Yeah.
Really?
Well, because you guys had a last minute dropout. I almost wasn't an intern. You guys had a last minute
That's
dropout.
right.
And Monica texted Tell, because Tell texted Monica, was like, hey, you guys still having positions open?
Right.
And Monica told Tell, no, we're filled up.
Yeah.
And then he was like, okay, just have Moose in mind. And she was like, Moose? What? No way. Toasted buns. They're like, yeah, keep Moose in mind. And she was like, what, Moose? That's crazy. Okay, we'll do. And then you guys had a last minute dropout, and I was able to go.
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Monica texted, I was painting the inside of the church. And
Wow.
I was like rolling it on the ceiling. I was getting coats done. And
Yeah.
seriously, like, Tell was just like, hey, I have on my computer the internship form. Go fill it out. Monica says that they need you to do it.
Dang.
And then I remember it was Berea, Monica, they were on the phone.
Right.
And they talked to me and they just asked me like some questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I remember I was in biology class. And I got like, no, I was in accounting the morning that they called.
Oh wow.
In college, back when I went to college.
Dang.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then I was
Yeah.
like, oh, like Matt will be there. Like, I
Yeah.
was like, okay, cool. I'll know someone at least.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Matt.
Nice.
But yeah, isn't that crazy to think about? I almost just didn't go.
Yeah.
Then
Dang.
this would have never happened.
This would have never happened.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's nuts.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, because I remember, like, that was back when, like, everyone was very, very concerned about COVID. And so we were doing, like, Zoom call. We did, like, I think it was just one Zoom call with, like, all the interns.
Dude, I got such weird vibes.
You
from
were
it.
at the gym during it?
Dude,
I was on the Stairmaster.
Yeah.
I got such weird vibes from some of the people that were there. Because I remember, I don't know who it was, but someone was in a pool. I'm pretty sure it
Really?
was Katrina. Yeah.
I do
Someone was in a
not
pool, and I was like,
remember that.
is this the vibe? Like, are we really just like a bunch of like young adults chilling? Because, like, if so, rock on. Like, I'm
Right.
super down for that.
Right.
I remember there was a few people that didn't have their cameras on.
Yeah.
But I remember you specifically because of the Stairmaster. And then I remember Monica because she had a 3D background and it looked like it was like a job interview. And I was like super sketched out by that. I was like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So I had like my camera on top of like a weird bench today on top of my TV because I was
Yeah.
just like, I need to get it so I can just stand because I'm going to be nervously pacing. Like, this is like a job thing. And
Interesting.
then she was just like, okay, cool. See you guys at the Prescott Pine, like the Granite Hills compound in like a couple days. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, is that it?
Yeah.
And it just was.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that. But I remember like seeing you and like your Tyler the Creator poster in the
Yeah.
back. I was like,
yeah, my
yes,
ego, I still
this
have that
guy
up.
is
I
gonna
need
be
to-
great.
I need to put it up, but like I remember I was super worried about that too. It was
Really?
one of the last things I thought about. I was like, oh wait, like should I have taken this down or at least gone somewhere more
Right.
photogenic?
Yeah.
Because I remember we had another I think we had another call. But it was once we all knew who
Yeah.
each other were.
Yeah.
And I was able to do it in my backyard by the pool, which I thought was great.
Yeah.
But like that first phone call was very stressful for me because my anxiety is always through the roof. So I was just like, oh no, like what if I don't get it? This, that, and the other. And then
Right.
Monica at the end was just like, okay, cool. See you guys.
See
when
you
I
guys
you."
there.
And I'm like, what?
Oh, word.
Yeah, I was like, for real? On job? For real? For
Yeah.
real? Like, I was like, is this true? And then I remember Matt DMing me from like the private messages. Moose. I was like, Matt. Which is
Always
great.
back to back.
Always back to Matt. You could say a random thing, and I could lead it back to Matt. Do it. I want to. This is a game now.
Okay.
It's like the Wikipedia game where you try to go from actor to actor.
Right.
You don't know that game? You take something super far off the distance, something super random, and you try to lead it back to an actor that you have in your head. Connecting them via movies or just their Wikipedia page. So, yeah, it's a really fun game. I've done it a couple times.
Nice.
But yeah,
Waffles.
waffles. We went to the breakfast place on the corner of that Prescott Diner. I had waffles.
Waffles and more?
Yeah, waffles. It's not called Waffles and More, is it?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, we went to Waffles and More with Matt.
Wow. Man, I'm
Come on.
impressed.
Yeah, you gotta try harder. You gotta try harder, bro. That's a phenom, man.
Whew. Dang.
Yeah, man. It's the truth. But
Vietnam.
Vietnam? Oh, man. I don't know, dude. Because that makes me immediately think of story time with Matt. Ba-dum-bum. But yeah, that makes me think of, he probably mentioned Vietnam at least once. I know I mentioned Vietnam with Storytime with Matt at least once. Because I remember it was specifically the time that I was just wearing the apron.
Right.
And on that note, thank you for tuning in to the unofficial Icebox podcast. I've been your host, Moose. I've been with none other than Keith Crosby and your crush off in the distance. Don't forget the 3 rules: live, laugh, love.
And love.
Yeah, and last podcast we ended it with a message, and I think I'm gonna just keep on mentioning that. Guys, remember, it's okay not to be okay. Life continues on, so stay loved, love everybody. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, and check out the YouTube for any other videos that we post.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Hopefully they'll be coming out weekly. I don't know. They'll come out when they come out.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, all right. Have a great day, and bye.